Welcome, guys. We're trying another deck inspired by the World Championships. This is This is based on Nathan Steuer's Grixis deck from the World Championship. I can't. I don't quite have the cards to copy his mana base, but I've done my best. So we have, yeah, 3 tramway stations and 3 waterfront districts. I've basically added and a Bloodfell Caves as well. So yeah, I've got 7 extra tap lands. So we'll see how the deck performs with those. It's obviously going to be a bit less powerful. The other thing is I still don't have any Sheoldreds, right? So he's running 3 Sheoldreds. I've decided to play 3 different 4-drops here. I thought I'll keep the deck as close to the original as possible, but we get a chance to play some different cards. I think Anje, Maid of Dishonor, might be actually the closest card to Sheoldred, because it's a 4/5 for 4, and it can actually do direct damage. But in this case, it says sacrifice another creature or a blood token. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life for 2 mana. It's not as good as Sheoldred, but it does something similar. Potentially late game, you've got you've amassed a few blood tokens and some mana. You can actually do a big burst of damage, so it does something a bit different from Sheoldred. Then we've got Ertai Resurrected, who just seems like a pretty solid Dimir card that slots into the 4-drop. And I thought I'll try something fun. Gisa, Glorious Resurrector, 4/4 for 4, which can, well, first of all, your opponent's creatures exile when they die, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you put all creature cards exiled with Gisa onto the battlefield under your control, and they gain Decayed. So that sounds like fun to me. Basically, I think I've got to try out this card at some point. The deck itself goes quite well with the Anje plan. So Anje has a vampire payoff. So whenever a vampire comes into play, you get an extra blood token. It triggers once per turn. We're playing 4 Corpse Appraisers and 4 Bloodtithe Harvesters. So there's good opportunities here to make more blood tokens. I think the rest of the deck is basically pretty much identical. In fact, it should be identical. So just the lands and the 4-drops have been changed. I've taken a bit of license with the sideboard. My addition is actually, I think, an extra Duress, a couple of maybe an extra Ronus Vortex, and a couple of Lantern of the Lost. I thought that would be a good graveyard exiling card. I should actually check to see if we care about our own graveyard that much. And it looks like, oh yeah, Corpse Appraiser kind of wants to exile things from the graveyard to get the card advantage, but that's okay. So obviously we've got the sideboard. I think we'll go straight into best of 3. And yeah, we've got to remember to change this little button here so you can do best of 3. Go straight into ranked as well. And really the goal today, I just want to try and get to my 4 wins and play a World Championship deck. See if we can see if my 4-drops are just as good as Sheoldred. I'm not... We'll see. Okay, a 2-lander. So, a couple of tap lands. We do have Cut Down, we do have Make Despair, Infernal Grasp. So we've got a lot of interaction, as they say, but this is where we're a little bit punished with our tap lands. We can't do anything on turn 2 because of these. I think I want to keep it. Let's see how this goes. We'll open with a Waterfront District. I'm going to roll the dice a little bit, but I don't think it's not that big of a gamble. I mean, we've got 3 spells we can cast that should help keep us alive long enough that we get our 3rd land, and then we've got some Fables to play, which is pretty good. So it looks like probably Esper Midrange we're up against here. And there's the Raffine. Okay. If we had an untapped land, we could actually cut down on his turn, but the situation is we've got to cut down on my turn. We didn't make the land drop, unfortunately, but that's the way of things. And let's see, we've got 8 cards we will have to discard this turn. Wonderful. Fairy Vandal. Fairy Vandal, okay. Well, isn't that nice of you? I can cast one of my spells without having to discard it. Let's use the Infernal Grasp whilst we can. Okay, another Fairy Vandal. Fair enough. So this deck has 26 land. Right, we don't really have the option of sitting back, I think, on our counter spells. He's got, I think, too much land now. I think we'll go ahead and play Fable the Mirror Breaker. Ertai. Okay, so it's a flash deck. Nice. Wondering if we just want to discard. Oh, we drew a card. Perfect. That's all we wanted, really. Wedding announcement. Okay. Gets bigger. Okie doke. Okay, this is a good draw. We've got Corpse Appraiser. We can get rid of the Fairy Vandal. I mean, assuming it's not counted, we'll see what happens. And we'll see. There's a long pause there. Oh, let's get rid of a Raffine, please. Interesting. Okay, I think I want to hit land number 5. Much as I would love a Wreck and a Bankbuster, we're under too much pressure to use that right now, I think. But yeah, that was a good hit. That's a nice blocker against the Ertai. I was thinking I might have to discard all of my Invoke Despairs, but maybe we can do that. Okay, he's got Grasp for that, so never mind. Not only did we start with the 2 tap lands, we got a bit mana screwed, which is not ideal. We've actually drawn an untapped land, which is pretty amazing. What is the most we could actually do here? So, play that. Invoke Despair is pretty useless, I would say. I think it's maybe a Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and we could Infernal Grasp the Vandal. And go down to 4. Block the Ertai with a 2/2. I think we'll do Fable first. My guess is Nathan Steuer would have mulliganed the first hand. I'm just thinking in terms of it's best of 3. The hands are always worse, so maybe that was a good hand, comparatively speaking. Sheoldred, and I'm dead. Good game. Adenic, for good measure. That'd be good if I could do... Let's just draw a card and die. We don't want to give away that we're running Abrade in the deck. Right. Okay, there's no sign of artifacts yet. So I'm thinking, in terms of things I can cut, probably the Abrades can go away. It's quite a creature-heavy deck, and I don't know if we want Duress in the deck. Don't think he counterspelled anything. Drop the Duresses. Let's put Infernal Grasp in. It's going to be a grindy battle here. I think we want card draw thingies. Liliana's definitely bad. I can block his flyer without sushi. It's hard to defend Planeswalkers against the Go Wide deck. I think I want the Bank Buster. Alright, we need to put 3 more cards in. Let's get the Atsushi. And maybe early interaction in the form of Rona's Vortex to just try and survive. Okay, it's another 2-lander. It's a 2-lander with Reckoner Bankbuster. They're both tap lands, so we can't do anything on turn 2. This wasn't good enough in game 1, was it? So I think let's try a mulligan this time. Okay, we actually have an untapped land in the opening hand, which is amazing. Let's put the Despair on the bottom. And start with Bloodfell Caves. So we're going to try and top deck an untapped land, I guess. Play the Bankbuster. Okay, it'll be a tap land then. Kato Shizuki. Okay, let's draw a card.
got all kinds of connections.
Right, unblockable ninja. We could Infernal Grasp it. We could draw just to try and get another land. Or we could Fable, which means we can discard stuff and draw 2 next turn. And get more mana. That might make a lot of sense. Then he's got to try and defend Kato. Maybe that puts him on the back foot a little bit.
Now this is a juicy secret.
So yeah, that is one way of defending Kato. Invoke Despair isn't. We're not quite there yet with Invoke Despair. Make Disappear is going to be useless. So because we're already behind on the board. Okay, interesting. We just really don't want to draw land, I guess. Right. This is discard a card, isn't it? That's the deal. Yeah, I guess we have to do that. Discard, Invoke Despair. And then attack the Kato. Now we could draw, or we could Bloodtithe Harvester. I think let's get on the board with a Bloodtithe Harvester. Sheoldred, okay. We need 2 more blood tokens, and then we can take out Sheoldred. He didn't attack with his dude. Oh wow, we drew a land. Unbelievable. Right. Corpse Appraiser seems brilliant here. Oh wait, that makes a blood token? That makes a blood token. Yes, maybe Anje is fantastic this turn. Corpse Appraiser next turn. And we'll end the turn. I think I will just check we've got 26 lands after these games. Okay, that is a little ping. Oh, it stops me grabbing something with my Corpse Appraiser. That was a good move, wasn't it? Damn. He wants to blow up Kiki Jiki here, I think. Over to my turn. Right, how are we going to do this? I think copy a Bloodtithe Harvester seems like a good start. Wait, I could have done that in my before my draw step. Okay, the Bloodtithe Harvester's dead. Fair enough. What? Hmm. That's absolutely flabbergasting. Right, what? How did that stop the effect from taking place? Because that, I don't. That's very weird. I didn't think magic worked that way. Well, I guess we maybe learnt something today. Okay, let's play a Waterfront District. Let's play a Corpse Appraiser, and let's get rid of our own Bloodtithe Harvester. Oh, another Bloodtithe Harvester. That's a very good hit. Let's do that. Yeah, that is definitely something to check up on after the game. So we tried to copy our Bloodtithe Harvester, gone now, and he was able to kill it in response. Oh right, I've got to target Bloodtithe Harvester. So he removes the target. It says target non-legendary creature. Right. No, it actually makes perfect sense. Right. You removed the target, so it fizzled. Right. I know how to play Magic. It's fine. Right. Graveyard Trespasser, you say? Okay, that is out of there. Let's get a drain for one. So that's getting that's getting Infernal Grasp, sure. So we crew it with Anje, the Bankbuster with Anje. Okay. Void Rend on the Bankbuster, of course. Okay. He's got a little combat trick to save Sheoldred here. Put it this way, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, he's got Cut Down. No, he doesn't. Amazing, he did not have Cut Down. Okay. Sheoldred has Death Touch, that's why it could kill both of those things. Just realised that. This is a shame. So I can only do one of these two things. Oh well, we'll Bloodtithe Harvester. Let's try and copy the Bloodtithe Harvester. Got to target it. And blow up the Graveyard Trespasser and lose Infernal Grasp. Or Gisa. I feel terrible about. See, he might do another Sheoldred. So technically you should get rid of the Gisa, but maybe that was a mistake. Maybe that was a mistake. Probably could have played Gisa first. Don't have to panic too much about Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, over to my turn. Let's play Gisa now. So yeah, he's hit 8 lands, so I guess he's run out of gas a little bit. And he has the Make Disappear, of course. Alright. Fair enough. We'll pop that dude. And we'll swing in. Keep copying. Actually, let's make a Fable. The problem is we don't have enough mana, so let's copy this and make another treasure token. Then we've got an answer to Sheoldred. We have the mana up for it. Yep. Right, my turn. Submit 0, please. Right. I want more mana, so I'm going to copy this goblin. Ravine. We could Infernal Grasp. I think we. I think we do Infernal Grasp. I think we can spend a treasure. Because that should play around the 2 mana power sink. Okay, sure. Right, I've got an idea. If I crew the Bankbuster with this guy, what if I copy it with Kiki Jiki? Ah, damn it. Oops. Didn't work. So, it didn't copy the creature's status. And it's crew 3. So, we'll just swing in like this. And we'll draw a card off the copied Bankbuster, because why not? And we don't have enough mana for that. I should probably cycle this, but I'm going to play it out and enter. Ooh, hard-fought victory. So yeah, he just drew too many lands that game, basically. My feeling is we drop Make Disappear and go for Disdainful Stroke is good. I think Rona's Vortex is quite good. Don't know if we need. Oh, yeah, we put that. Yeah, we put Atsushi into the deck. I think maybe we don't need Atsushi. Let's go for another Rona's Vortex. Right. Because we're on the draw now. We need, if anything, we need a little bit more early interaction. Okay, that's a one-lander. That's keeping up my incredible opening draw. Okay, that is what we'll have to keep. I think, well, let's lose a tramway station here. But this is not bad. We've got a 2-drop. Oh, yeah. I silly me. I was thinking. Yeah, I needed red mana there. Right, let's try and do it properly this time. Of course, we could have waited another turn and played around the inevitable counterspell. Oh, it made it through. Out of that. Trespasser, okie doke. That's gone. Sure. I think the plan is Invoke Despair. Right, untap land lets us play Bankbuster and draw a card. But we can hold up Infernal Grasp mana. If it's a Sheoldred or something. And would we cast Invoke Despair into open mana like this? Might not be such a good idea. Okay, Rafine. Yeah, we can't deal with that. We'll just draw a card then. Right, so we want to play around the 2-point power sink and the ward. So we've got, I think we've got to kill Rafine with Infernal Grasp here. We just quite happily do it on my turn as well. We don't want him to untap. Interesting. That works out fine for me. Let's decline that one. Let's resolve that. Resolve that. I believe he could let me pay the ward cost, couldn't he? Tax my mana a little bit more. I think we want to draw a card rather than play the second Bankbuster, even though he is tapped out. But yeah, I guess Rafine is pretty good. It gives you card selection, so he values that above his Graveyard Trespasser. Right, yep. Let's pass to end. Let's draw a card off this now. Do we want to discard something? We'll discard the caves. There's an untapped land. So that protects Rafine from Invoke Despair. I think he's done quite well there, to be honest. That said, I think Invoke Despair to the dome looks pretty good. I suppose he could have there's potential here. He could have a 1-point syncopate, so I think I will play an untapped land here and Invoke Despair him. So we want to get rid of Wedding Announcement. That's the reasoning. And I'll draw an extra card. Okay. That doesn't stop the Rafine, unfortunately. We've got because of the ward cost. There's the Sheoldred. Okay. Sure. And I'll bounce the Sheoldred before he gets to draw any cards. Okay. Right. He's got one other card in hand. I think we'll play the untapped land and Invoke Despair now. Right, we could draw a card off the Bankbuster. It gives us a treasure, but it's not enough. Yeah, let's just play the Harvester. Take a point of damage. Of course, we could have put. Oh, Duress. Okay. Now, we could have waited and done Runner's Vortex with Kicker and put it on the bottom of the library. Didn't really, sort of forgot about that Kicker. Might have been a better way of dealing with Sheoldred. Is he not playing Sheoldred? Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure I understand. Okay, another Waterfront District. Seems good. Let's go for a Bankbuster. Let's swing in with a Harvester. Ertai Resurrected. Okay, right. I'm with you now. Now I understand. Everything is clear. Okay, that guy is destroyed. No, I'm going to Rona's Vortex as Sheoldred, of course. That's pretty cool. I don't think we can afford to play Bloodtithe Harvester this round, though. It's not enough to kill Sheoldred. Okay, let's end the turn there. I think that's 3 damage through. Okay, sure. Let's we'll just draw a card in response to that because we're going to make a treasure here, so we'll still have 4 mana up. And Rona's Vortex, Sheoldred. End of the turn. Bottom of the library, pretty nice. Okay, my turn. Oh cool, Bloodtithe Harvester. Let's crew this up. So another thing this deck does quite well, it's got lots of power 3 creatures. So you can crew your Bankbusters quite easily. We got him! We actually got him! Maybe there's something to this deck after all. Oh, we got to gold 2. Oh, that's nice. Right, that was 2 wins. We're going to do a land count. Want to make sure it's 26 land. I am suspicious. 26 land, okay, okay. I think it is just the best of 3 shock of not having the hand smoothing algorithm. It takes a bit of getting used to. But those Rona's Vortexes are actually fantastic. Okay, we got red and black, and we got a Bloodtithe Harvester. That's pretty good. No tap lands this time. Okay, banned colours. Very happy to see Fable. If the Goblin survives, that could give us access to blue mana. Or a 4th mana for Anje. Okay, the Underdog. We won't attack. He'll probably want to use removal on the Harvester here, I think. Okay. Discard 2 cards. Shall we discard a tap land? I think I like the rest of the cards, though. Okay. Did I just discard my only source of blue mana? I think I did, didn't I? Oh dear. Right, I think we could actually pop Underdog, attack with Goblin. No, I think the way to do it is attack with the Goblin. He's going to block like that. Right, this protects his legendaries, doesn't it? He does have blue mana, he could counterspell this, but let's go for the Corpse Appraiser. Bye-bye, Underdog. That is very satisfying, I've got to say. Let's try again at getting our blue source. We'll take a Xander's Lounge. So, in a Bant... No. What am I talking about? It's another Esper deck. So, we're expecting Rafine, Sheoldred, every legendary you can fit into this deck, I guess. Destroy Evil is happening. Okay. It's out of there. Play Xander's Lounge. I think Anje is a pretty good one. Swing in for 6. Destroy Evil on the Anje, yep. Okay, that's fair enough. How about a Duress? Oh, he has a lot of make disappears. We can play around that. I think we'll make him lose the Bank Buster. And we'll play our Bank Buster. Yeah, Edgar Charmed Groom is the big boy. He wants to get out. Okay, let's draw a card here. Oh, yeah, that's horrendous, isn't it? Did I just do best of one? I believe I did. I was confused that I was gaining rank there. Right, every time I click on this... Yeah, I don't know how I ended up... Yeah, I didn't... I guess I didn't click on this one. Let us try that again. Yes, best of 3 ranked, please. Okay, interesting. We have a Duress in the opening hand. Let's go for it. Turn 1 Duress. Let's see what he's playing. All creatures. Okay, it's green-red, and it's very aggressive. Let's get rid of Kumano. Okay, oh yeah, Thranpool, interesting choice. We know it doesn't have much else. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm going to play Bloodtithe Harvester. My reasoning being he might use his hammer hand here. Oh, okay, he's got a tap land. And then I have a slightly better Infernal Grasp if he does use the hammer hand. I mean, I'm going to probably trade this guy off anyway for one of these little things. So, let's go for it. I'm not going to try and just race the aggro deck, to be honest. I guess we'll play, yeah, Thranpool for blue. It shouldn't be tapped. And I'll go ahead and use... No, I'll use the Abrade on this. This Grasp can kill a much wider variety of creatures. It's obviously a creatures deck. I'd be very surprised to see a Reckoner Bankbuster turn up here. Classic Naturalist. Oh, nice. So that gives him some mana. Okie doke. We could grasp. I'm gonna Fable and make a Goblin. Okay, make some mana with this guy. This isn't a flash aura, is it? Quite happy to trade off a goblin like this. It's better than using a removal spell. Okay, right. So, that's absolutely fine. He's had to use a safekeeping. We know he's just got the hammer hand left, so I think we can actually discard a grasp. Okay, we'll really try hard to draw another land. That would be very helpful. See how much pressure he can put on me with his top decks. Okay. Right, yeah, it has gone to night time. There's the land. Okay, I guess we'll hold on to these Invoke Despairs until we can sort of knock my opponent out with them. But we've got a pretty powerful combination here. We can may as well make the most of it. Okay, I like that land. I think we may as well do Invoke Despair like that. Even though it's revealing what I've got. I'm okay with it. I think this is where we cut Duress, because it's a creature's deck. Cut down is still definitely good. We're on the draw here. I find these counter spells less effective when you're on the draw. We want as many of these Rona's Vortexes as possible. I think I like Abrade here. I don't think we need the Bank Busters so much. In fact, let's just put all these, yeah, take out all the Bank Busters. That looks good to me. Looks like, because Abrade will probably kill most things in his deck. Right, tap land, it is a slow hand, but we've got Bloodtithe Harvesters, we'll keep it. He could go Ascendant Pact Leader turn 1, or Kumano for turn 1. Okay, he's gone down to 5 cards. He didn't find an Ascendant Pact Leader. Naturalist. Yeah, we get to kind of whiff on turn 2, but that gets to flip, which is bad. Okay, Tovalar is 5/5. If we could double spell somehow, we could turn it back to daytime. But yeah, this is our horrendous turn of events. So we do have Abrade. We could play out some Bloodtithe Harvesters. Yeah, okay, let's see. This how does this work? Okay, I'm going to try a Bloodtithe Harvester. Actually no, whilst he's tapped out, we just Abrade the Lord of Ulvenwald, and then this guy goes down to 4 power and toughness. Liberator, nice. Okay, 3/3. Just destroys my stuff. Oh, that gives him haste, so he gets to attack for 8. Okay, nice. Two cards he draws. Very nice. He did 2 spells that turn. Dear oh dear. So that means we can Corpse Appraiser, and hopefully we can draw a land, so we can get rid of a Kasich Naturalist. Yes, we want the land, please. Cut down wouldn't do anything anyway. strangled. So 6 damage through. We need answers for both of them. Oh, can he pump things up? Yeah, antagonize, okay. Yep. I think he's got enough stuff there in his deck. I don't think we need Invoke Despair at all. It's just all early game. Drop the Invoke Despair, put in 4 Duress. Right. Drop something. Maybe drop Gisa, make disappear back in. Maybe I've just ruined the deck. Possibly. Okay, we have cut down. We have Duress in the opener. Yeah, that's good mana as well. This is probably where you'd want another cut down in from the sideboard. I still only got 2 cut downs, so I decided I didn't want to wildcard another one yet. But yeah, that probably would be a good idea. See how bad this is. Right, so yeah, Kumano is bad news. He has a couple of green. Is that right? He doesn't have red mana yet. Let's get rid of the Kumano. We don't want that cropping up later. Though the Tamios could be quite annoying. So he's got, yeah, Senate Pack Leader. Gets cut down whilst he's tapped out. Outland Liberator. Okey-doke. Got to be careful, don't play a swamp here. You want to play another red-blue land so you can play Corpse Appraiser. Take out that thing. So I've got actually 5 land in hand, and I'm going to draw loads more land. So we'll take the one with cycling, so we can just cycle from the hand. At least we got 3 land off the top. That is good news. The Naturalist. Does he have? He has a Bo3, so he can protect his dude. Right, so do this, and obviously we're going to flip this to nighttime. So we want to force him to use Tamio Safekeeping. We'll do a kicked Verona's Vortex on the Kessig Naturalist. The only thing now is I've got 3 more Duresses in the deck, which are pretty useless. I think I maybe overreacted a little bit. I don't think you need Duress against this deck at all. Okay, I do have to just cast a spell here. Liberator could be annoying for me, but I think blowing up a naturalist makes the most sense here. See if he does nothing this round, to just flip it. Looks like it. Okay, we'll cycle this land. There's the Fable. Bloodtithe Harvester. Now, how this works with the Trap Breaker, he can just attack and destroy my Fable. He does have another Outland Liberator to follow up with. But I can turn... Oh wait, I can turn this back to... daytime. By just casting a second spell. So yeah, now he's got to just sacrifice that if he wants to blow up the Fable. And he's going for it. Fair enough. Very happy to make that trade. Okay, Chaotic Naturalist is gone. I think I'm okay to just trade off the Goblin, if he wants to, for the Liberator. Actually, we want to keep it daytime, so I will blow that up as well. I think that's reasonable. Let's call it okay. Let's drop our land. I was thinking he's going to swing in and start blowing up my treasures and things. Okay, let's swing in like that. Play both of these. Figure better off playing the district, so we can maybe sacrifice it and draw a card that way. Okay, that's good. So he makes a 3/3 there. Do we trade off and let's make a big Storm Seeker? I think not. I think we'll do no blocks there. Right, I think we discard Duress. It's unlikely to hit something good. This means the Harvester's useless, by the way. I think... Yeah, okay, let's blow up the Stormseeker. Good. He didn't have the card I was worried about. And we'll swing for a bunch of damage. Okay, Outland Liberator. That becomes 4/4. Yep, he's got to defend now. We will sacrifice this to draw a card. Cool, so we can Bloodtithe Harvester, make a blood token. Try and pop this Liberator. He's going to pop the blood token, which is fair enough, so I will pop it in response, discard the swamp. Okay, sure. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking, because that does not, that has, I didn't miss lethal, it's okay. That has summoning sickness, right. Well, that's a nice one. Volatile Arsonist. Menace and Haste. It's terrifying. When it attacks, it deals 1 damage to each of up to 1 creature, player, and a planeswalker. Okay. Well, you want to ping the Corpse Appraiser so you can get a 2-for-1. Right. Do I want to keep the Corpse Appraiser or the Bloodtithe Harvester? Or let it through, swing with everything next round and win. Yeah, that seems to make sense. He doesn't have double strike or something, does he? Right. Yeah, I think we just attack, swing back like that. This doesn't give lifelink or anything. Wait, it doesn't have an ability. No, good. All right. Nice. Up to gold 1. I think it was pretty crazy getting rid of all the Invoke Despairs and replacing them with Duress. But that second game was quite shocking with all of the with all the non-creature spells he had that were scary, I suppose. Let's have a look at the deck. Maybe you stay on just 2 Duresses and 2 Invoke Despairs. Cool. That's completed my collection of Whispering Wizards. I'm delighted. Yeah, so this, just to recap, this is Nathan Steuer's Grixis deck with a few changes. Instead of Sheoldred, we have 3 copies of Sheoldred. We have Gisa, Glorious Resurrector, Ertai Resurrected, and Anje, Maid of Dishonor. I thought they all seem to be pretty decent cards. Anje is actually quite close to what Sheoldred does. Basically can do a 2-point drain life, but by sacrificing blood tokens and spending 2 mana. So most of the time Sheoldred is going to be better than Anje, to be honest, but occasionally Anje is going to, when you've got really late game, when you've got lots of mana, you could just nuke your opponent for quite a lot of damage. Yeah, so I was impressed with the deck. I'm not sure I used Make Disappear very much. not a big fan of counter spells. I think the other big difference is I've literally added 7 tap lands to the mana base because I am missing a few things. So that is probably, yeah, we've had some early game struggles with a lot of tap lands, and it means make disappear is less effective. I think that is probably why I don't like counter spells. I never have untapped land. I don't like mulliganing either to try and get the better hand. I don't know what the better hand looks like yet. I think that's the key point. You do see a lot of people do these very ambitious mulligans, I would say. It's like they've got perfect mana, they've got 3 land, and it's like, oh, I missed a 2-drop, I've got a mulligan, and it's like, what? But yeah, I guess once you've got a feel for the deck and you know that not having a 2 mana interaction spell is bad, then I guess that's when you start mulliganing a bit more. But yeah, I had some rough ones with a lot just 2 landers with 2 tap lands being on the draw as well, I think as well. But yeah, Duress was surprisingly good. I don't think we whiffed with Duress at all. That last game, I discarded it with a blood token when I got it in the late game, so that was absolutely fine. This is a deck that makes blood tokens, so it makes Duress playable in the main deck, and to a lesser extent, Cut Down can be useless at a certain point. So being able to discard that is quite good, but definitely having them early on is pretty fantastic and seems to handle aggro decks quite well. 3 Infernal Grasps seems like quite a lot. I like running 1 or 2. That if you start relying on this, it's sort of it's quite painful. 2 Abrades. We didn't run into the artifacts so much, so this was just like an Incinerate, basically. Lightning Strike. Yeah, obviously Bloodtithe Harvester is a fantastic card. Corpse Appraiser as well, and they go really well with the Fable. We didn't see Liliana at all, I think. Yeah. But, yeah, decent card. Reckoner Bankbuster, pretty good. We saw this a few times. I think you can afford to play it in this deck. You've got enough of this early interaction. It's sort of, you can get away with a Bankbuster. Then we've got my choices here. I think Anje is quite a good card if you don't have Sheoldred. I think I can actually play 2 copies of Anje. Ertai is just a good card. Gisa, I don't think I've ever seen anyone play this card. But I guess it works well in a deck where you've got a lot of removal, in theory. So I think I will continue to play Gisa, Glorious Resurrector, and see if I can get a huge payoff out of it at some point. And of course, yeah, 4 Invoke Despairs, which are pretty good. So, and he's got, I think you need 22 sources of black to, so you're able to cast Invoke Despair. The issue you have, well, the issue the guy had, Nathan Steuer is his name. You basically don't want to draw more than 1 Shivan Reef, or Stormcarved Coast in this case. That's your blue-red land. Everything else is a source of black. So you got 22 black sources and 4 non-black sources. And we got to do some sideboarding as well. I'm now a big fan of Rona's Vortex. This is fantastic. I think sideboard this in if you do win the first game. Sideboard this in against most decks probably, because It gives you early interaction, as well as being it's a proper removal spell for when you can spend 4 mana on it. It's very satisfying to put Sheoldred on the bottom of the deck. I guess I'm not 100% on when to bring in Kaito Shizuki. I suppose against another control deck. Well, against this is a mid-range deck. I guess against mid-range and control. So because I feel like any Planeswalker is hard to defend. This is a good one. He defends himself on the first turn he's in play. Yeah. And the difference in the sideboard, I've brought in Lantern of the Lost just as a bit of graveyard hate. I was thinking, in particular against mono blue, just to defang the Djinn a little bit. I think in Nathan Steuer's sideboard he had an extra cut down. I think that's a very good idea. I just haven't wildcarded the extra cut down yet. Anyway, so I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.